Good evening, guys, and welcome to the stream. I'm just going to load into the West Somerset Railway now. Okay, so this concept requires the classic control scheme to function. Okay. Class 47 introduction. Lovely. Oh, look at this beast.
This is a Class 47 diesel-electric locomotive in British Rail green livery. This tutorial will go through the start and stop procedure. Climb aboard to get going. Enter the cab through the door indicated.
Okay. Oop. Then use the steps. Oh. Oh, right, okay, yeah. Duh. Right.
When you're ready, sit in the driver's seat. To get the loco started, set the battery isolation switch to the closed position.
It's a bit weird. Have you got to get out the chair to do that? That's proper weird. Got to try and turn the sensitivity down. It's proper annoying. It's reset itself again, which is annoying. There we are. There we go.
To activate the control desk, set the master key into the on position. Set the reverser into the engine only position. The locomotive is now ready to be started. Push the engine start button on the control desk.
Okay.
To release the air pressure holding the wheels, set the driver's brake to the running position.
Waiting for the brake system to charge, which is nice. Ah, I'm in Minehead. So there's a Butlins at Minehead, if I remember correctly. All settings reset themselves when doing a training mode. Ah, thanks for letting me know, Jason. That was quite annoying, actually, because I did set that down to the very least sensitive setting on the controls. It's proper annoying that they reset themselves. But there we go. Certainly tell this is a very old train, put it that way. So the interior is crazy. Max speed 95 mile an hour. WSR is the only UK route I didn't purchase, unsure why though. I've not purchased the Transpennine one yet. I haven't purchased South Eastern yet either. But I'll probably buy them eventually. I only bought this about a week ago in the sale. When they first come out and sale, so wasn't bad. It's taken a while for this brake system to charge up though. Ah, greetings, Brett. Welcome to the stream. Greetings, Lord Domehead, indeed. Just sitting here waiting patiently for the brake system to charge up, which seems to be taking a while. Proper annoying why it's taking so long. I have them both 100% NTP on TSW 2020. Not doing it again on TSW 2. I'm 106.279 service done on the SEHS. My main aim is to play and complete routes before moving on to the next route. I still haven't been on TSW for a while. Need to get back on it, lol. Might do it later depending on if this test train runs. Ah. I could probably go back and make a cup of coffee while I'm waiting for this to charge. I don't need to because I've got a drink, but you know. My current drive lead there is 593. Ah. Oh, it's a bit weird why it's taken so long. Wondering whether it's worth to restart it in case there's a bug or something. Is it even charging, lol? That's what I was thinking, to be fair. I'm wondering whether it's a bug, you know. Your whole stream is just going to be you sat here waiting, lol. Yeah, could be. Just gotta see if there's a bug in the game. I'm looking forward to you messing this up. That's nice, Ant. Welcome to the stream anyway. Just gonna have a look to see if there's anything on here. Just gonna have a look quick to see if there's anything that I should be doing. The 47 is very difficult to get right, I'd say. There's literally loads of things here that loads of people have had the problem with the brake system. Seems to be on. There's something there that's on 14%. Requires a lot of attention and patience. Ugh. Surely not. Apparently, reading online, somebody said you can get away with putting the train into full service and then it'll work. Well, that's a bit weird, because it tells you to put it in the release position. Tell you what, I'm just going to restart it, because it looks like it's going to just stay like that. So, let's just try it again. What a pain that is.
This is a Class 47 diesel-electric locomotive in British Rail green livery. This tutorial will go through the start and stop procedure. Climb aboard to get going. Enter the cab through the door indicated. When you're ready, sit in the driver's seat.
I don't get why it won't let you turn it on from there. It's proper weird.
To get the loco started, set the battery isolation switch to the closed position. To activate the control desk, set the master key into the on position. Set the reverser into the engine only position. The locomotive is now ready to be started. Push the engine start button on the control desk.
Makes sense. Right.
To release the air pressure holding the wheels, set the driver's brake to the running position.
Let's try it now. I think I well, according to Steam, a lot of people have said that apparently you can get away with putting the driver's brake into full service. Yet it says to put it in the running position. So, we've got brake pressure. That's all fine. Ah, there we go. I think, anyway. A lot of people are saying it tells you to avoid the marker in the cab as well, so I'm not quite sure. We'll see what happens this time. I'm wondering whether it's a possible bug with the map that's not been patched, or with the actual train. Check the other brakes are released. The heck? Oh, there can be my mouse cursor now as well. Hey, this. It's not even letting you do anything. It's not even letting you click on anything or anything. It's not even letting you do anything with the train. It's proper weird. So I can't even click on anything. Can't do anything. So you pressed view. Oh, a minute. There you go. Let me try it again now. Let's do it again. So RB's not even doing anything now. I'm just going to check the settings on this because I'm wondering whether some of these settings on this bloody train are different. Because they're different for different bloody trains. It doesn't make sense to me why they would change them for each train. Increase brake, okay. This is fine. Throttle, switch brake. Say Y doesn't even do anything apparently on this. It's a bit weird. I don't know, something not quite right about it. So you got toggle emergency brake valve, which is down. It would seem that way. So you've got your driver's brake and your straight brake, which is fine. Yeah, there's... Yeah, there's nothing else I can do. So... I'm just going to have another quick read about something, because apparently it seems to be a major issue with it. Apparently there's been a ticket submitted to Dovetail about this. Apparently. Yeah, it doesn't actually help you, because that's just a ticket submit. Try the handbrake on the back wall. Can't even get out the chair, which is a bit weird. Let me just try and see if I can do it via keyboard for a moment. Just to try and see if it'll... Are we? Yeah, there's nothing there that's going to help either. Something's interfering. I don't know. Although somebody said apparently that you go and do something else before you go into a marker. So I'm just going to try something else again, because I reckon this tutorial's broken. And it tells you to do something that you're not supposed to do. We might get out of here eventually.
This is a Class 47 diesel-electric locomotive in British Rail green livery. This tutorial will go through the start and stop procedure. Climb aboard to get going. Enter the cab through the door indicated.
I'm going to check the other thing now that's there, because there's two. So you've got the marker there. It tells you to go there.
In the driver's seat.
Yeah. You can't do anything with these. You know, it's proper weird. Because you've got your battery isolation and you've got your brake selection. Which is... I don't know.
To get the loco started, set the battery isolation switch to the closed position. To activate the control desk, set the master key into the on position.
So it's a bit weird.
Set the reverser into the engine only position.
Which is what it says to do. You are not allowed to what?
The locomotive is now ready to be started. Push the engine start button on the control desk. To release the air pressure holding the wheels, set the driver's brake to the running position.
So this is the bit where it seems to mess up again. Follow the instructions and it should work. So you've got neutral, emergency, full service, services at percentages, so there's nothing missing here. Then you've got initial application is where it stops, and then it won't let you do anything else. It's proper weird. Let's see what happens this time, because touch wood, this time we haven't had the mouse appear on the screen, so hopefully it might just work now. I don't know. Just gonna have another quick look at my phone while I'm waiting. Put the brakes back to full service. So it won't let you do anything. I'm pressing the button for the controller to send it back up. It won't do anything. It just dies. So I'm just going to have a read through more of the comments. Game fault then. It looks that way. But I'm just going to have a look to see if there's anything else I can do. I don't think there is anything else I can do, because it just, you get to that point and it just dies. There's nothing you can do. You can't do anything with the actual train. All you can do is turn the camera view and that is it. So I'm just going to have a see if I can find anything specific to this actual map, which might be a bit more recent. I think it'll be a train issue rather than an actual map issue, I would imagine, but... I've known it to take a while on the Northern Transpennine 47s. Yeah. The only thing I can think of here is to try and work around it and try and... I don't know whether I can try and work around it in some way. Maybe to try and release the brake, but there's literally nothing there that's giving me any information about how to get around the issue.
Diesel electric locomotive in British Rail green livery. This tutorial will go through the start and stop procedure. Climb aboard to get going. Enter the cab through the door indicated.
So if you're saying to leave it on full service, shall I just leave it on full service for about 5 minutes and just see if it activates itself and see if it can get the train moving? Because I can't see other than that how I'm going to get it working. So...
To get the loco start, to activate the control desk, set the master key into the on position. Set the reverser into the engine only position. The locomotive is now ready to be started. Push the engine start button on the control desk. To release the air pressure holding the wheels, set the driver's brake to the running position.
Check the handbrake is off first. So there's literally... So you can't literally interact with anything. Because it's a tutorial, it won't let you have free roam. So, with the train. So surely this is a tutorial issue. This is on neutral. Now it's on emergency. Now it's on full service, which seems to be putting the brake pipe up. The gauge up. And the brake pressure seems to have gone up, but doesn't give you access to anything else. It doesn't let you do anything else with the train. That's the problem. So how on earth can I check if something else is available if it won't let me change it? Surely I'm just going to have to try and leave the brakes on for a bit to try and build up pressure. I honestly don't know. There's got to be a way to try and get around it, because somebody must have completed this, surely. Ah, there we go. I think I've passed it. I think I've just passed it into running. I think. I think I've got it into the running position because I think I managed to slip it down far enough. I think, anyway. We'll soon see. But the question I've got to ask myself is that why on earth does that tell you the brake system's charging if it only gets you to initial application and then it stops you moving it any further? That's what I've got to question, because that is a train bug or a tutorial bug, if that's the case, or both, depending on how the mechanics of the game work. But I'm a bit more confident this time because the brake pressure's higher, so I'm hoping that'll work. I'm hoping. Put the brakes back on 10%. I can't. I can't do anything. Once you've got to that point on running, it just doesn't let you do anything. Can't do anything at all. Right, I'm trying to use the button A to move it. Won't do anything. Now I know that. I know it doesn't mean initial application. So there's either a problem with the actual train or the problem with the actual game, or both. So it won't let you do anything. Have to wait then. Yeah. Hopefully. I'm just gonna hope it does something this time. I'm gonna hope anyway. It's just proper weird. Although I think I did get it all the way down this time, but there's no way to verify it because it won't let you do anything. So, just gonna have to sit and wait and just see if it works. The two beasts are on the move. What's that, Brett? The tutorials are garbage, to be fair. Yeah. Does seem that way. What should be 37240 and 97304 on the test train. Oh, okay. Apparently loads of people have reported a bug with the with this particular unit, and apparently it's been a known issue for about 3 months, if not longer. I'm just going to see if anything happens because I'm not convinced it's going to. Doesn't seem like it wants to work. Looks like it is in the running position now though, because if you look at the actual gauge, it looks like it is sat in running, so it might start working. Who knows? Just have to wait and see. Wait a bit longer. See what happens. So really, tutorials like this, you know, it doesn't bode well for the actual rest of the train if they can't get a simple tutorial working properly. Skip the tutorial. I'm tempted to do it actually. Let me try and go to the main menu and see if I can bypass it in any way. Don't know whether it's going to let me, to be fair. Explore. Ah, right, okay, here we go. Scenarios. See what we've got. Okay. Let's try an actual scenario and just see what happens. Welcome to Williton. Take the Class 47 locomotive light. Right. I like the fact you can actually do it yourself, you know. I don't get why you couldn't do that in the tutorial. It'd be so much easier. Rather than having to go into the driver's seat to bloody do the sodding thing. You know. So... Right, I need to set the track before I actually make the unit move. So, let's go and get out the chair. I'm not quite sure how to run on this yet. So, let's have a look. I know I've learned how to do it on the keyboard, but I haven't figured it out on the controller yet. Right, there we go. Right, let's see if we can get the train moving, shall we? Hopefully, all being well, we will. So it's got to be bad when you can't even use a simple tutorial to get to learn how to use the train, and you've got to do an actual scenario to learn how to use it. Proper weird. Set the brakes to release and increase the throttle. Hell. Why the hell am I going backwards? That's weird. Why the heck's the unit going backwards? That's weird. Let's just try something a minute. Hang on. Make sure I'm not being stupid. I wonder if it's set at the other end to go the wrong way. No, it's going backwards again. That's proper weird. Oh, it's uphill. Let's just have a look. How far? Think you can use LT for the brakes? Yes, you can. So it was basically the train just not pulling enough power, essentially, mind you. To, okay, that was a wiper, which I just clicked on by error. Right, I've set it to forwards again, like I probably should do. I'm just going to set it to full power, just see what happens. Still going backwards. It's proper weird. throttle on full for a few seconds, then brakes off. Alright. Well, that's proper weird. I don't get how a train would operate like that. Surely you're supposed to have to brake off to make it move. In the initial circumstance, anyway. So throttle's on full. That's on forward, which you would expect. Straight brakes off, which is fine. That's the horn, which I quite like. Wipers. Right, okay. So why is it still going backwards? I don't get it. It's proper weird. The only thing I can think of is checking the other cab. Which... it's freaking stupid if you ask me. I don't get how on earth... Is there a lemon in this end where it's set the cab to the other... the throttle to the other way? Set to off. Right, okay. I'm just checking that, make sure that isn't causing a nuisance, because that shouldn't be happening. Doesn't make any sense to me why on earth the train would act as weird as it does. Take the throttle off, set it to engine only, then put the throttle on full power. Right. The throttle's now on full power. This doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it's still going backwards. It's proper weird. What the hell? Some vacuum brake, whatever that is. Would this make a difference, this brake selection? In any way? Parking brake is released. That was applied. Right, okay. So we know there's no issue there. So... and the train's still moving as well, which I've just realised. I've just hit the buffer as well. Right. It's a really technical loco. I get that. Straight brakes off. I don't get it. It's proper weird. Should reverser be off? Yeah. I'll try it with it off because I've got no idea. Say, if you can't get a bloody tutorial right, how on earth are you supposed to drive the train if you never drove one before? Just doesn't make bloody sense. Well, that doesn't seem to be doing anything now. Well, that's released, so that's not the problem. It's proper weird. Does sound like it's doing something though. Just gotta try and see if it's doing anything at the back of the train. So it's now sat on the buffer, so it's a bit of a... Right reverser off, throttle off, master key off. So basically turn the old frickin' train off, basically. I just don't... It's proper weird. Master key on, brakes on, full throttle on. Yeah. I'm going to turn that back on again just to make sure there's no issue there. So master key on, yeah, which is now going to be on any second now. Right, that's on. Brakes on, full throttle. Master key on, brakes on even. Bloody hell. Master key on, full throttle. Throttle on, full throttle. Build up the amps, then release the brakes. It should go. It doesn't seem like it's building anything up. So... let's try that. So it's not building anything up. At all. Wouldn't bad if it uses a straight brake, would it? Surely. Reverse at engine only. Oh, okay. Let's just try that. Then throttle. Well, it doesn't seem to be building anything up. Okay. At least know how to use the wipers now, anyway. Say DVS acknowledgement. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be building any amps up at all. Proper weird. There must be something I'm missing, surely. Could this sodding brake selection have something to do with it? Well, that doesn't seem to be doing anything. Might sound stupid, this, but is there anything that could be stopping it? That's just open and close. That makes sense, but why have so many different ones of these? Throttle's on full. Reverse is on engine only, which is what you've just said. So there's no... it's just straight brake now. Okay. So there's 4 notches on that. So that's not even building amps. Maybe restart the scenario. Yeah, that's a good idea. What a pain in the arse. Say, it's got to be bad when they can't even get a tutorial to work, and then you try and go into a scenario, you just can't get the train moving. So, for somebody who's a noob, like me, I guess, you could argue, there's just no way for you to figure it out. You could be sat there an hour and still not figure it out. Right, so we need this on, obviously, so that's fine. Can't get that wrong. But whilst I'm waiting for you to type, I'll go and do the junction. Right, all fine there. I'll try and find out if there's a run, because there should be a run button on this. There we go, I found it. Right. Shut that door. Right, enter the forward cab, the driving position, and check the following. A, master key is off. Well, the master key is off, so that's fine. B, handbrake is applied. Looks like it is. Well, I'm just going to sit in the cab and check. It's on neutral, yes. Marker lights are on. Where the bloody hell are the marker lights? I presume it's one of these dials over here. Tail lift light, desk light, head coat box. Which is the thing on the front, I think. On the back wall behind the driver's seat, ensure the battery isolation switch to the closed position. What? So, it's got to be in the closed position. You've got to be joking. Well, I don't know where that marker light is that you're on about. I know there's one here somewhere, so you've got the tail light switch. Desk light, which is them ones. And the head coat box, which should be the one on the front of the train, as far as I'm aware. On the back wall behind the driver's seat, ensure the brake selection switch is set to the air brake passenger setting. Right, okay. Right, it's now on the air brake passenger setting. Yes, else you'll isolate the battery. Right. Now I'm apparently going backwards, even though the train is apparently not going anywhere, which is a bit weird. What the hell? Hey, turn the master key to the on position, which it already is. Move the reverser to the engine only position, which it now is. Move the driver's brake to the full service position, which it is. Press the engine start button and wait for the engine stop light to extinguish. And according to this, the engine's not even starting. Is the handbrake on? Well, it was, but I put it down to that because the train started moving. Proper weird. Right. Right, okay. Lights off, so. Well, the parking brake is released. That'll be why. So it wasn't even set. But I don't get why you would leave a train parked on a siding and not put... why the scenario doesn't automatically put the parking brake on. That doesn't make any sense to me at all. So... turn the headlight on because that needs to be on. What, right now? Right. This doesn't make fucking sense. Say it's... if this is how the trains were back in yesteryear, it's no wonder why British Rail went under. Because I don't get it. I don't get why they would make it so hard to drive and to learn how to use. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand why you would leave a train in a position like that, but don't apply the thing straight away. Surely that's... I don't know. Surely if you leave a unit there, surely you'd put the parking brake on. You would feel. It just doesn't make fucking sense. Right. Parking brake is now applied, apparently. So, I'm going to go back over your comments now and try and read them all. Which is going to be a pain. Right. Where did you start off? Right, there we go. Enter the cab. Check the following. So, master key's off. Which it is. Handbrake's applied. So I'll sit down to check. Right, it is now. So, marker lights are on, which I presume is your front light. So, let's see. So, on the back wall behind the driver's seat, ensure the battery isolation switch is set to the closed position, which it is. On the back wall behind the driver's seat, yeah. Ensure that is set to the air brake passenger setting. Right. Oh, too far. Right. Turn the master key to the on position, which is for some reason now on. Right. Move the reverser to the engine only position. Right, now it's in the engine position. Okay. Move the driver's brake to the full service position. Which is fine. Press the engine start button and wait for the engine stop light to extinguish. Doesn't seem like it wants to start. That's an engine only. It's on full, as you said. Yeah. The engine doesn't look like it wants to start. So oh, have I missed something? Let me just read it again. Let me just try something again. Maybe. I don't think I've missed a step. Right. Why is the engine not starting? That is weird. That's... Now the engine stopped. Right, so it was bloody started then. But... Right. So, ah, there we go. Start the sodding thing back up again. Right. It's already on, I think. Yeah, it probably was, but it was bloody weird. Right. Right, so the engine start light is extinguished. Driver's brake is on full service, as you said. Engine button's on. Reverses to the engine only position. Throttle's off, but... Reverser to forward. Right, here we go. I'm just going to take that off a minute. Right. Yeah. Still got no amperage building up though. Set the brakes to release and then increase the throttle. Right. So I'm going to do as the tutorial tells me now to see what happens. Ah, there we go. Finally, we've got some movement. Right. What a stupid little setup that is. Right, okay. Apparently I'm speeding, which is always helpful. No, and now right, okay. So yeah, that does take a little bit of going, doesn't it? That is just weird. I think I broke the train now, or have I? Have I stalled the engine? I have, haven't I? Ah, have I stalled the engine already? Right, let's try it again, shall we? I think I've stalled it. Is that what? Why is it? Let me try something again because I think I've stalled the unit. I don't know whether it's. Let me just turn the throttle off again because I think it's. Always take the handbrake off when the amps start running. Right. Right, where are we? Oh yeah, hang on. So I can see why back in the olden days they had the trains like this, and I can see why these days they don't have the trains like that. Because there's just too many dials. It's too much you've got to focus on at the same time. Now, I don't know what I'm doing on this. I'm just going to drive slowly just in case I have to brake. Right, okay. Oh yeah, so I could. Yeah, I could hear that, but to be fair, I was too busy trying to keep an eye on the train. Right. What does a straight brake do? Okay. So that does slow the train down. Okay. Now I've stalled the train again. Right, okay. That is proper weird. I don't get how a train could be so weird. It's just proper weird, if you ask me. I don't know. So the engine just cuts out. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to enjoy this at all. You don't need that until you park. I've got no clue, Ant. I really don't. You know. Right. Now I'm going backwards again, which is funny. Hey, I derailed. Freaking hell. I give up with it. Oh, it's put me back on the scenario now. That was weird. I give up with it. I'm not a big fan of that at all. That's just say it's no wonder why they stopped using trains like that, because they're just too difficult to freaking drive for most. I couldn't get my head around that. If I wanted to be a train conductor, or train driver, that would put me off straight away. You know, I'm gonna go back to something I can bloody drive for the next half an hour or something. See what I'm gonna have. Let's take a 166 somewhere. Oh, right, okay. They're like this in real life, though. Yeah, I know that, but it's no wonder why they don't use them much now, apart from freight. I'm not going to lie, if they used them on passenger services these days, they'd never get anywhere. I'm just going to see what I can do. Not what I fancy. I think I'll go top down. Find something early. Nah. I'm going to have to do a lot more learning about them trains because, let's face it. If it's a London Paddington, I don't want to do something that long. Don't want to go to something too long now. Something short. Is there anything from Slough to London? Aye, they do. Yeah. See, nothing short. London to Worcester just takes a lot of getting used to. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it does. I think I'm going to start looking at videos about them because that's just pissed me off. Yeah, and so's that. I can do one as well. Okay, I think I'll do something short at the top end. Paddington to Greenford. Oh, okay. I'll do that then. Right. Okay, so we stop at Acton main line, so I presume it doesn't tell me to stop here. So I presume anyway. Right, lights, get them all on. While I'm going. Oh, where are they all? It's fine. Right, where's the sodding? Nah, we're alright. Everything's fine. I don't need the lights on, actually. It's okay. I think they're already on. Oh, no, they're not. Right, okay. I thought they were. Give me a minute. Just whilst I familiarise myself with the interior again, because I've completely forgotten where everything is, which is funny. Right. There we go. There we are, I'll just stick to something I can drive for now. Oh yeah, forgot I'm going over the speed limit. Well, that didn't take long to do. Yes, I know. I know. I can do that. I still mess up on 47s, just about got the hang of 45. 37s are easy, 08 are a bit of a faff. I'm going to have a look through the scenario list and see what else I can find in that on that railway. Because I'm pretty sure there won't just be a 47, there'll be something else on there as well. It'll just be a question of what. I just hope there's something a bit easier. No. I think what's annoyed me most about that is the fact that the tutorial just doesn't work. So, even though you've obviously told me what I need to do, it'd still be better to actually look at it in person, you know. Should be a 33, which I couldn't tell you anything about. It's not driven them, lol. Right, well, that doesn't fill me with confidence. You know, what's the point of having the tutorials if you can't learn how to drive the train properly? You know, it's a bit weird. So at least with this, the tutorial worked fine. And I got to understand it very quickly. And now I can just pick up where I left off and prior and go, you know. Hello, do you have the 465? No, I don't. Welcome to the stream, Josh, anyway. Yeah, I haven't got that. Anyway, I need to slow down anyway because I'm coming into that station. I've just realised now. Gonna go over the point just about, but never mind. Not the end of the world. Right, which button was it? That was it. Right. Yeah, I don't have the 465. Not yet. Wait for it to go on promo, then I'll buy it. Right, next stop, Ealing Broadway. Aye, I'll have to give the Class 125 a go. At least I know how to drive that from previous, so I won't have any problems with that, thankfully. Might take me a couple of minutes to re-familiarise myself with the interior and what have you, but at least I know I won't have any problems driving that. So... Ah, that's all. That's right. $66 are easy. Yeah. That I probably will have an enjoyment over, because I have seen the interior for the 66 before and they do look easy, so that I probably will have a go at. Should have braked earlier there, but should be okay. As long as I keep it on full service. Maybe I should have braked a bit earlier. Oh no, I might be. No, I'm okay actually. Just got a bit past, but it'll be fine. Too busy reading the live chat at the same time and not braking early enough, but you know. One of those, I guess. Although, to be fair, the fact there's only a standard car stop here, and there's nothing longer, I don't get why they can't move it slightly further down. Although, to be fair, I am quite a way down the platform there as well, so... It's quite deceiving how long these platforms are, considering these are the stopper services, so... Mentioned about e-cigarettes as well. That's quite funny. Balls. Press the emergency brake then. Never mind. Yeah, I think I'm going to spend some time off the camera with that Class 47. I need to try and figure out how the bloody hell you drive that properly. And actually look at a video and follow it through. You know, and then try and do it myself and replicate it. Because I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to figure that one out. The sodding tutorial won't work, then I'm going to have to find another way. So... next stop, West Ealing. There's nobody here. It's a dead station. What the hell? Nobody here, and there's nobody getting off either. It's proper weird. It's like a ghost town. Wouldn't think you'd say that in a station in London. Doesn't matter where it is, you wouldn't think they'd be dead. I think there'd always be people about. Proper weird. Well, I call this stream an absolute failure because I didn't learn how to drive the train properly and it pissed me off in the end. So I decided, you know what, I'll give up with it for now. Come back to it when I'm in a better mood. Yeah, I'm alright, you know. I'm going to have to learn how to drive it, it's simple as. You know, I thought it would be easier than what it was and it turned out to be an absolute mess. So... but that's the job done. I'm not even going to bother doing another one now because it's 7:45 and the match will be on soon. So I'm going to end the stream now. And, well, thank you, Ant, for your help. But in the end, I still miserably failed. So hopefully I'll sit down one evening or one afternoon or something at the weekend and... sit down, look at a video and work out how the bloody hell you drive the sodding thing, because that is just really confusing. That's really confused me. Why couldn't I have a train like this with just like the same dial that you use for brake and acceleration? It'd be so much easier, but there we go. Alas, it's not to be. Right, I'm going to end the stream here. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, which will be tomorrow on Euro Truck Simulator 2. Hopefully with Ant, if he can